Hi, my name is Abby Lynch, and I'm the Teen Services Librarian at the Brookfield Library, back for another week of Teen Book Talks. This week, our theme is new books. New books for January. We have a ton of new books into the library, so I'll highlight some of those for you today. Most of them are also available digitally through Hoopla or Libby, so I'll mention those as they come up. But you can also place a hold online to check out any of the print copies at brookfieldlibrary.org, or you can call 775-6241 for assistance from somebody at the library, and the books will be available for you for our curbside pickup right now since the building is still closed to the public. So I guess I'll just get started. I'm going to start with a new installment to one of our series here, which is A Sky Beyond the Storm by Sabaa Tahir, which is the newest and final installment in the Ember and the Ashes series. So I'm not going to give a plot description because it's in the middle of a series, but if you're interested if you've been reading the series and you want the latest, we have it here. Some of the series is also on Libby, so if you're interested, you can search Sabaa Tahir on Libby and find those books there. There's also a prequel comic, and that is available on Hoopla. So all of the books in the series, including this new one, we do have in print at the library. So that's our updates for new installments. I thought I'd start with some nonfiction today. We usually put nonfiction at the end, and let's give it some shine at the beginning here. This book I'm really excited about. It's called True or False, A CIA Analyst's Guide to Spotting Fake News by Cindy L. Otis. Cindy L. Otis is a former CIA analyst, and she unveils the true history of fake news and gives readers tips on how to avoid falling victim to it. Fake news is a term you've probably heard a lot in the last few years, but it's not a new phenomenon. From the ancient Egyptians to the French Revolution to Jack the Ripper and the Founding Fathers, fake news has been around as long as human civilization. But that doesn't mean we should just give up on the idea of finding the truth. In True or False, former CIA analyst Cindy Otis will take readers through the history and impact of misinformation over the centuries, sharing stories from the past and insights that readers today can gain from them. Then she shares lessons learned in over a decade working for the CIA, including actionable tips on how to spot fake news, how to make sense of the information we receive every day, and perhaps most importantly, how to understand and see past our own information biases so that we can think critically about important issues and put events happening around us into context. So that's True or False, a CIA analyst's Guide to Spotting Fake News. We have the print copy in the library, and it's also available in audiobook format on Hoopla. Next up, we have a new graphic novel called Measuring Up by Lily LaMotte and Anne Shu. Cece has just moved from Taiwan to Seattle, and the only thing she wants more than to fit in at her new school is to celebrate her grandma Amma's 70th birthday together. Since she can't go to Amma, Cece cooks up a plan to bring Amma to her by winning the grand prize in a kids' cooking contest to pay for Amma's plane ticket. There's just one problem. Cece only knows how to cook Taiwanese food. And after her pickled cucumber debacle at lunch, she's determined to channel her inner Julia Child. Can Cece find a winning recipe to reunite with Amma, a way to fit in with her new friends, and somehow find herself too? So we have the print copy here at the library. This has so many topics that people like, cooking shows and, exploring your culture. And I just will show some of the pages here because I really like this art style. The lines can be very simple, but the colors are really bright. I think it reminds me a lot of other books, graphic novels for this middle school age group. So I think a lot of people are going to like this one. That's Measuring Up by Lily LaMotte and Anne Shu. Next up, we have some realistic fiction. This book is Heiress, apparently, by Diana Ma. Gemma Wang is a recent transplant to Los Angeles from Illinois, having abandoned plans for college to pursue a career in acting, much to the dismay of her parents. Now she's living with 3 roommates in a 2-bedroom hovel, auditioning for bit roles that hardly cover rent. Gemma's big break comes when she's asked to play a lead role in an update of M. Butterfly, filming for the summer in Beijing. When she arrives, she's stopped by paparazzi at the airport. She quickly realizes she may as well be the twin of one of the most notorious young socialites in Beijing. Thus kicks off a summer of revelations in which Gemma uncovers a legacy her parents have spent their lives protecting her from, one her mother would conceal from her daughter at any cost. So I'm so excited about this one. It has, the high drama of the movie business and also family secrets. So a lot to dig into here. This is Heiress, apparently, by Diana Ma. Heiress apparently is available in ebook format on Hoopla. Sorry about the dog tail over here. She's looking out the window. Keep pausing because she's barking at the squirrels. Anyway, next up we have something for the fantasy fans. This is Ruinsong by Julia Ember. Revolution or silence? In a world where magic is sung, a powerful mage named Cadence must choose between the two. For years, she has been forced to torture her country's disgraced nobility at her ruthless queen's bidding. But when she is reunited with her childhood friend, a noblewoman with ties to the underground rebellion, she must finally make a choice. Take a stand to free their country from oppression, or follow in the queen's footsteps and become a monster herself. And this Ruinsong is available in audiobook format on Hoopla. Next up we have The Summer of Everything by Julian Winters. Comic book geek Wesley Hudson excels at two things: slacking off at his job and pining after his best friend Nico. Advice from his friends, 90s alt-rock songs, and online dating articles aren't helping much with his secret crush. And his dream job at Once Upon a Page, the local used bookstore, is threatened when a coffee shop franchise wants to buy the property. To top it all off, his annoying brother needs wedding planning advice. When all three problems converge, Wes comes face to face with the one thing he's been avoiding: adulthood. Now, confronted with reality, can Wes balance saving the bookstore and his strained sibling relationship? Can he win the heart of his crush, too? This is The Summer of Everything by Julian Winters, and it's also available in ebook format on Hoopla. Also, if you're a paperback fan, this one happens to be in paperback. I know some people who prefer to read paperbacks over hardcovers. We mostly buy hardcovers for the library, but every once in a while we do get a paperback. So if you're looking for a paperback, here's one. And actually, here's another one. Our last book today is What She Found in the Woods by Josephine Angelini. Running from a scandal at her New York private school, Magdalena heads to her family home to recover under the radar. Over-medicated and underconfident, she's fearful she'll never escape her past, until she meets Beau out hiking. Wild, gorgeous, and free, he makes her believe she might finally be able to move on. But when a mutilated body is discovered in the woods, Magdalena realizes she can't trust anyone, not even herself. So this is more of a thriller. Again, this one's also in paperback format, and it's available in ebook format on Hoopla as well. And if you do read this one, it does have a little content warning at the beginning, so just check it out and make sure everything in there is something that you'd want to read about. So that is What She Found in the Woods by Josephine Angelini. So those are our new books for January. I hope there's something in there that interests you. We also have a ton of new books in all the time. A great way to keep on top of all the new books at the library is to subscribe to our Wowberry emails. I'll put the link in the video description on YouTube and in my email newsletter, but you can find that on our website at brookfieldlibrary.org to sign up for Wowberry. That is a weekly email every Wednesday that will give you a roundup of all the new books purchased that you can place on hold. They go in the email when we order them, not when they come into the library, so sometimes it takes a little while between the announcement and you actually getting the book. But it's a great way, since you can't come in to browse the new bookshelf, it's a great way to keep on top of all of the new books, because we get so many I can't put them all in the video. So take a look at that, check out Wowberry, and until next week, bye from me, and bye from Bowie and her tail. All right, bye.